But now, as you can see, the plane will constantly kind of tackle and try and survive. It's beautiful. It's great. Love it. It's actually really freaking sweet. Hey, it happened, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, welcome to Besiege version 1.0. Look, it's right here. It's the first version. I mean, so technically it's out of early access now, which is really freaking cool. The Besiege is like one of my most favorite games. Like, it's such a cool game. I think that is the best way to describe it. It's just a cool freaking game. I quickly wanted to show you something. Let me just show you this. So yesterday, I was in the sandbox. I was in the ancient grounds. You've all seen it before. But now we have Misty Mountain. So I'm going to bring my friend here. Everyone's favorite friend. It's Thomas. Which, if you haven't seen yesterday's video, I encourage you to do so. Okay, I got to remember how to do this. So they added a map here in Besiege Sandbox, which now is kind of airplanes only. Oh, jeez. I don't know how big it is. I imagine it's a bigger radius, so you can fly. But yes, this is just very enjoyable. You know, look at that. Tell me that isn't horrifying. You can't. How big is space is this? Let me just see. You know what? I kind of want to test out. So, is there a ground? Can I crash on the ground? That's not the ground. Hang on. Let me just see. Can I? Whoa. Is there? Does it? It looks like there's a ground. Yes. Okay. Yes, there is. So there's a new map. It's pretty cool. That's really awesome. But I want to check out the new pieces in Besiege. Alright, so here we are. We are in the old proven ground of Besiege, the old sandbox. And what I want to do is build a little machine or something that shows you what each new piece or block does. So it's a new category called automation, which is very exciting. So you can see we've got the basic, we've got the locomotion, mechanical, that stuff's all the same, weaponry, flight. And here's the new section, automation. So these are blocks that are automatic. So the first one is a sensor. Pretty self-explanatory. I'll build something, but basically I think if something goes in front of it, it activates. So we'll check that out. A timer block. So that's just, I think, a case of when the timer runs out, it will activate. And then we've got this one, which is pretty freaking cool. So this will actually measure the height you're at, and then if you're at this height, it will activate. Altimeter. It's pretty cool. And then we've got a logic gate. So it takes 2 keyboard inputs. So when gate condition is met. So we're going to see, I'm not entirely sure how that will work. So the first one I'm going to do here is a sensor. So what I'm going to try and build here, I don't know if this will work, is a vehicle that when driving, if it sees something or goes near something, it will lift up. Hopefully. We'll see. So if we put a sensor on the front, here we go. And if I select these, there you go. What you can see here is a little area that it senses. So I can change the distance. So I can like put it really far away or put it pretty close. So let's put it on like 11, 13. And then radius, so we can change how fat it is. So it kind of makes this kind of zone that if something goes in front of that, it will start, you know, freaking out. Okay. And I changed these to be C. Basically, what's going to happen now, if I've designed this correctly, when we drive into something like a rock, it will sense there's something in front of us, and then it will boost us up in the air, which is really freaking cool. So let's give us a go. Right, so just drive forward. If it senses something, okay, yeah. All right, cool. Let's try that again. All right, a little bit closer. There we go. Yeah, it looks like we need more of these things, so let's do that. Okay, so as you can see, I've made some adjustments here. It looks pretty, I mean, it's a fairly dumb vehicle, but like it'll show us what happens. So the sensor goes on. I mean, That's not what was meant to happen. It was meant to turn off. Okay, one little adjustment. We've removed one of the... there we go. It's actually really funny. Like, as soon as it gets close, it's like, no, it's an emergency. Stop. That's pretty cool. Hang on, I could probably, like, just about get this perfect. Like, fine-tune this to make the perfect vehicle. There you go. Emergency braking. Oh, it's now the perfect vehicle, guys. Look at this. Like, as soon as there's like anything to worry about, it's like, nope, don't worry. We'll go back to where we came from. There you go. We did it. It's perfect. And now, until it senses something else, it will do its own thing. The only problem with this, though, it goes too high, right? So what we want to do now is... Oh my god, it kind of landed nicely. Is do a little sensor to stop it going so high. So let's try and do that. And the way you do that is with the altimeter. So basically now, edit this. When it gets to... As you can see, it gives you like a height. So let's say when it gets to this height, press C. And you can actually see... the little cog going up, which is really cool. Hang on. So you can see the little... When we start flying here, it goes up. That's so cool. And then when it hits it, it will turn it off. It will stop it, which is awesome. Here we go. Let's test this out. And there you go. So this is what I was trying to build earlier. Basically, it will sense underneath, anything underneath it, and then when we get to that height, you can see it like bobbling along and doing that kind of thing. And it's actually pretty stable right now, but if it started to tip, maybe not so much. So there's something else I want to add. Okay, so what I've done now is actually really, really cool. So I've set the sensors on the end to basically detect when they're at a certain height. Okay, now if they're all on the same, it wouldn't really matter, and it wouldn't be self writing, I guess. But now that I've put these under 2, so if it leans too far down, if it's not at that height, that will kick up. So as you can see, when I hit play here, it's not even weight distribution. I've done that on purpose. But now, as you can see, the plane will constantly kind of tackle and try and survive. It's beautiful. It's great. I love it. It's actually really freaking sweet. Okay, this is actually blowing my mind that I've actually managed to do this. Now, this isn't going to look as flashy as you guys would think, but I've basically made a hovercraft that is self-sufficient. So, I've got 2 sensors underneath that if anything is close to the bottom of this vehicle, all the propellers will kick in. So we've got 1 and 2 on that side, 3 and 4 on that side, and so that will like quickly move you out of the way. Also got a sensor for each little thing here. So I'm going to actually put this to 20 because we want to be at altitude 20. So I'm going to copy that and paste it in every sensor here. There we go. Let's just make sure. Yeah. So now, and also I've got some automated propulsion. So I've got some arrow keys there and turning on the sides. Right. So basically, watch this aircraft. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, these all... I accidentally changed the key it was pressing. Okay, I completely screwed up my... Okay, that makes me less mad. That's actually just funny. Okay, so that's 4... Yeah, okay, so now it should work. There you go. You see? It kind of self-writing all the time. And we can control it. As you can see, it's a little bit awkward. But basically, if it gets up to this mountain, I'm hoping, or all the houses, it will basically try and resist hitting it. So now, watch, as we get over here, it will like push me away, which is so good. So this is all completely stuff you couldn't do before. So this is all based on sensors. I'm not touching anything. It's just doing it by itself, which is really, really cool. And also it does have a little bit of control here, which is just genuinely quite cool. Yesterday, I wouldn't have been able to build this. Not like this. Not self, like I never have to press anything. Like the fact that this is completely automated is freaking cool. So The only thing I don't have is sensors. Oh, there you go. So if the sensor on the bottom detects something, obviously it will push me away, but it won't do that. There you go. Oh man, that's so good. Oh, it's so clever. It's not that clever. So, okay, this is another way of doing it. So what I've done here is I've got some arrows there. We might have to like add some more. So if I go forward here, as you can see, we've got like a little control scheme. This is probably a little bit better, more controllable sort of a system. And then we've got a sensor right here that if we go too high, we'll get pulled down. We've got like a thing that, as you can see, well, occasionally if we get too high up, will pull us down, which is great. So now I can just kind of fly around at this height. And the idea being that I can use arrows as a way of destroying the town. Which, hang on, let me see if I can get him. Oh. Oh. You're next, buddy. Oh. Oh, I can't reverse. That's actually really annoying. Alright, so there we go. I've upgraded my weaponry. Let's try it out. I've only got one shot, unfortunately, but I'll make sure it counts. This is actually really, really good. Hello. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh my god. I've just destroyed my whole... Okay, so this took a little bit of time, but this is really cool. It actually uses a few of the new things. There's one more piece I need to put in, which is the new piece, the timer. But the way this works is we've got the whole kind of, you know, floating devices. We've got some bombs. We've got the similar design of which when we get to a certain height, you know, it will kind of pull us back down. And a little steering hinge here. So let me just show the design. So it's pretty basic, but basically if I want to go that way, I start steering in that direction. If I want to go this way, I go in this direction. And as you can see, when we get to a certain height here, and we're just going to hit it. There you go. It pulls us back down and I can continue on my way. I've had to make it pretty slow. Just because I didn't like this bottom bit, because if it was too fast it would like flip over. In fact, let me just show you what it would look like, just because, you know, at the moment it's 0.37. If I put that up, okay, just watch this, it would be, yeah, oh actually, okay, it's not too bad. All right, I thought the bombs might explode, guess not. Okay, cool. But yeah, man, this design is pretty good. So as you might imagine, bombs, timer, we need to make this work. So if I go to automation here and go timer block, and I put this, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. We'll put it on top here, and we'll change it. Actually, first of all, I kind of want to have it so you guys can see the timer counting down. So we'll put it on the back here. So it actually has a timer on it, which is kind of cool. So if I want to start it, I can have it automatic. So basically it will just, whenever it, at a certain point, it will start. And I want it to press J every time. So wait. So let's have 60 seconds. So I've got 60 seconds to get over to the camp or whatever. And then, well, you'll see what will happen. So as you can see, the timer is counting down. Which is really freaking cool. Alright, so now we need to... I actually don't have enough height here, so... Get ourselves into position. There we go. This is great, actually. Hey, guys. How's it going? I wish I had a little bit more levitation. This might be an issue for me. In fact, wow, the timer obviously adds a bit of weight. Oh, God. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to use this if I keep spinning round and round. Oh, physics, guys. Physics. There you go. Okay, so I'm above the townspeople. And... no, it's... oh, we're going to miss it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is going to be great. You're going to love it. In 3, 2, 1... oh! Okay, that actually worked, but we need more We need a little bit more strength in our balloons to keep us in the air. Alright, let's try it this time. Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay, take number 2. I think 60 seconds is actually too long. Let's add a bit of pressure. So let's go for 30 seconds. 28 seconds. So as you can see, the timer is going down. And I need to get over there pretty quick. There you go. It's starting to pull us down a little bit. Nice. Running out of time. Oh, this is great. There we go. Oh, it's so good. Actually, I need to change the height limiter now. Because actually, it's kind of important that we stay a little bit higher. So let's go. Let's double it to like 50. There we go. Oh, look at this. I've actually made a pretty cool contraption. This is why I love Besiege. It's actually great. So now I'm at the height. It's going to start pulling me down, which is fine. The only thing I need to worry about now is the bombs successfully landing on the buildings. That is the only thing. Okay, so we've got a few more seconds. Height limiter pulling us down, keeping us level. This is actually great. I love this. Okay, so... Wait, the timer's stopped. Why is it... Huh? I'm confused. Oh, God. Oh, my God, it worked, but also there's still a bomb sat on me. There we go. Oh, my God, this actually works. Okay, we've got, like, 3, 2, 1... Oh! Oh! No! Bomb malfunction. I think that was just unlucky, honestly. I think that was just a case of, like, everything was moving too much, and then the bombs touch each other, and then everything exploded, and everything was bad. Let's try and... We've only got a few seconds. Let's try and get over here and just let it settle. There we go. Okay. Right, I'm over it. I'm over it. Okay. This is good. Alright, in 3, 2, 1. Oh! Hey! Nice. It's awesome. So, yeah, I'm going to take a look at the other one, the logic gate, for another time. But if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.